How it goes, I guess. What is also going is the epilogue of the Dragon of Icespire Peak and the Pumped Up Kids, brought to you by... Hey Josh, look, the green screen gets rid of the bean flower thing.
Interesting.
Coffee for you, thecoffeeforyou.com.
I see a brick wall in the background of here.
Yes, for all of your coffee. Well, actually, not for every coffee need, because that's just flat out false. But good coffee, good info, better people. Let's go. So when you guys last left off, I think you did something kind of special. There was like this dragon that was like terrorizing the whole region.
Yeah, kinda.
Like,
What?
I don't know if you kind of got that memo. It was actually the title, the titular character of this adventure. The dragon.
Was I there
Icespire
for that?
Peak.
Did you guys have a midweek session?
This guy over here. Yeah, so you killed Cryovane, the dragon of Icespire Peak, and
I was just
yeah, you hacked him up to bits and literally butchered the dude. As I think that was Daisy was butchering the dragon, while Marcus and Landor were melting the ice to get the treasure. All the things. Yeah, and then you guys had whiskey and sleep in a little tiny hut made by Liamond. Or actually made by Landor, so it'd be more like Landor's tiny hut. But there's 4 horses. It's not an apocalypse, although this is being made during, it seems like an apocalyptic event. Yeah, so it's morning time. You guys have had a restful, long rest. The sun is cresting, as they say. I almost said crowning. That's a very different word. And yeah, it's morning time. It's very cold outside, but it stopped snowing. What do you guys want to do?
Well, I feel like we should head back to Fandolin. I think we should take the horses and head that way. Do you think we should let Falcon know around what time we'll be back in town? Because I mean, we should know like how long it took to get here. Should take around the same time to get back.
Dave's
And
gonna
let
take
him-
out the.
And let him know
think
we have
so.
90 pounds of that fine dragon meat.
All right, she readies it. Here we go. Hey Falcon, we're heading back. It should take us about the same amount of time to get back as it did for us to get here.
3 words left. I have no idea if that's correct.
You didn't know how long it took us.
I have no ideas.
That's how you get around sex time. It's just like
Read between the lines there, you. All right. All right.
Have dragon meat.
I really have no idea how. So, okay. After a moment, you hear the voice of Falcon in your mind. Says, "That's amazing."
That's amazing.
I will let everyone know.
I will let everyone know.
Have a safe trip.
Have a safe trip.
Dash Falcon.
Was the dash a word?
He's like everybody. He's like everybody's mom trying to text.
Yeah.
It's like, I know it's you.
My goodness.
So yeah, I'm assuming you head out. Do you want to have any conversations or?
Yeah, I mean, I'm guessing the extra horse is like packed with stuff. Do you think we need Casper?
You put the bag of holding on the extra horse 'cause it's like.
Oh, everything fit in there. Oh, all right.
Could I fit the head in the bag of holding?
I would say no, actually.
Okay. All right. So
Not
I'm
unless
gonna
you chopped
leave
it up.
that in. No, I'm gonna leave that in the cold, in a cold room that it will stay preserved.
Ah. Okay. Very nice.
So, on our way out, are you strapping it to a horse, or are you gonna leave it here? Get it
Can
later?
it be strapped to a horse?
I mean, if you could do it in The Witcher with a griffin head, I don't see why you can't do it here with.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we got some rope.
Great idea, Izzy, because I was gonna just send a taxidermist back to.
It'll be fine. It's not that treacherous of a journey.
Well, and
Oh
also
boy.
think
Just
about
pay
the
'em
amount
extra.
of time that it would take to travel there, find the taxidermy. Taxidermy has to get there, find the head, and also it's not staying cold because it was only cold because the dragon was there. Loosely.
Ah,
It's still
It
a
was
very
still-
cold environment, but it stopped snowing this morning.
but the dome was still pretty thick. But I mean, we don't have to worry about that now.
It was
though,
thick with
so.
2 C's.
Extra thick.
Yeah. All right. So you prepare your bounty and you head down the winding trail, get around. It's a little tricky at first, but eventually things the road widens a bit here and there, and you've traveled it before, so you kind of know where to go. And we're not going to do any rolls of any sorts, and it's getting close to maybe like an hour or so before sunset, and you have arrived in Phandalin. Where would you like to go?
I feel like we
I
should go to
feel
the
like-
town master.
I feel like we should. Are there people out and about?
Yeah, I mean, I was gonna say you're not quite. You're kind of like approaching the town. Let's say it that way.
Oh,
I
we'll
think
just.
before we get into town, we should throw like a blanket or something over the dragon head. I feel like that might.
No.
No, I feel like that's
some
the
of
perfect.
children.
No, we're gonna like ride through and parade that through the town.
This is
The
why we're here.
children in this town have seen worse and been through worse. This is,
Probably true. Probably true.
we should show off what we did.
Yeah. So
Pretty-
All right.
pretty
Well,
amazing.
I'm gonna cover up the visceral part of it where it was hacked off of the dragon.
that's wise. That's a good idea.
close its eyes. Sleeping. The dragon's asleep, sweetie. It's fine.
It's just a head.
It really should quit now. Okay.
Thank you. I was gonna tell a story about that, but
Okay. Yes, so you are arriving in town. Let's just for the heck of it. This is more or less the town. You were coming down, say the Tribor Trail path up there. And, yeah. So you go, where's your first stop? Stonehill Inn? It's usually where the stables are.
I don't know.
well, it's right by the town master's hall too. So, well, yeah, that's the question. Do we want to park the horses with the head right in the center of town with the? I don't know. I mean, Bard. This is a showboaty decision.
I say let's kind of march it all the way through to the town master's hall, and if he's not there, we should go to his house. We can kind of use this as the parade, just like going there, and then once we come back from there, we can park the horses and let everybody ooh and ah over the.
Yeah, so
The dragon
we'll say
head.
you guys are passing down through here at this point, and then you see a couple of kids playing in the field, and one of them sees you, and the kid's probably like maybe 12, 13, a couple of boys or whatever, just goofing around, and they're like, oh my gosh, and then they bolt down, bolt running into town, and one of them's like, Ma, they're here, they just start, and they just start running. So unless I imagine you're kind of at a leisurely pace, but they just they run. So you get down through here and you see what looks like Barthen and Anders and Thistle coming out of their shop. Anders and Thistle look like they're kind of a little distracted, but they're like, oh my gosh, they're excited, and Barthen just kind of seems to be kind of just leaning up against his door, just kind of giving you the approving the approval nod. You come down here, and again, just more people seem to be coming through, and they look like they're gathering kind of in this area around the inn and town square. And as you approach here, people are just starting to like cheer and clap, and they're like, "Woo!" You know, like you guys did it, you did it. And I don't know if you want to stop and say anything or just marching through.
We can just kind of. I feel like kind of like like high fiving or
Sure.
high fiving people as we're going past and whatnot, and kind of just like nodding our head.
Yeah, one kid that you high five is like, "Oh!" Very excited. But yeah, so you're able to get down through, and you get to the townmaster's hall, and you see Tybor's the brother. Harbin is the townmaster. He's coming out outside as he can see that there's a ruckus, and he's like, we heard that you were successful. This is very good news.
Yes, it is. It's excellent news. As you can see, there's Cryovane's head. We took the dragon out.
His eyes go real wide as he's like, "Oh my gosh, that thing's even bigger than I thought."
Can you minor illusion a breath weapon at him?
No, but I minor illusion the dragon's eyes opening.
Yeah,
he
so
looks up.
Yeah, he goes, "Oh my god!" Like, okay. And then at that point, Tybor comes out of the townmaster's hall too, and he's just like, "Oh, okay. So you guys did kill the dragon. It wasn't just some lie that Falcon was telling everyone." Huh. And he's like, "What are you scared about, brother?" And he's like, "The thing just opened its eyes."
It's just a dragon head. Come on, it couldn't still be alive.
It's kind
Not
of
like we're
looks up at you.
hiding a teeny tiny dragon body under that blanket.
Oh god, that sounds even creepier now. And all I can imagine is the cheat code from NHL Open Ice back in the day when you had the tiny little body and the giant head. Like, yeah, anyways.
That would be so creepy.
Oh my gosh.
Giant dragon head with this little body. Like, anyway.
That's how they grow. Their head grows exponentially first, and then their body catches up.
Roll a deception check.
I didn't even take my dice out. Hold on.
Oh, you thought it was just gonna be no dice today. Probably because that's what I said.
Yeah. All right, here we go. A natural 20! Hold on, wait. Let me look what my deception is. Hold on. 22.
Yeah, both of the brothers there kind of just look at you like, that's probably the creepiest thing I've ever heard. And
That's
both
why
of them
you don't
take
want to
steps
face a
back.
dragon.
They both take steps. Yes, that's why. Okay. And then one of them says, Harbin just says, "How long are you gonna stay in town for? Are you gonna stay for a couple of days? We hope you do."
I look over at Marcus. I didn't know if you needed to go back to your manor, or if you. I mean, I kind of feel like we probably could do a little bit of work here for maybe even a week or two, depending on how things go. But at the same time, I don't know if we might want to go up to the big town or back to his manor.
We were thinking of having a feast in your honor.
Oh, that would be amazing. We actually brought back 90 pounds of the finest cuts of dragon meat.
I bet you Toblin would know how to really do something fun with that.
Yes, Daisy's quite the butcher.
He looks over at her and he just says, I believe that.
and then you see me just kind of like making a note, the butcher. people won't know why she's called that, and it sounds much worse than it really is. But
Absolutely.
she'll be a literal butcher, but you know.
Yeah. And there's
But,
no
you know-
wind, but your cloak is billowing. Yeah. Okay. So.
I would say we would definitely want to spend a couple days here just to kind of, at the very least, recover before we would do anything else. So.
Sure. Yeah,
All right. Good. Yes, that's good because we really do appreciate everything you've done for us, and just want to say thank you.
Well, I mean, but besides the fact that it's the right thing to do, I mean, you have also, paid us for most of it. I'm not gonna sit here and act like we just, that it wasn't well paid work. I mean, obviously, I know we're still risking, our lives, but
oddly enough, there was no contract on the dragon, so don't be trying to collect on that. But we're gonna have a feast.
Well, I do specifically remember you saying that you were going to bestow an official title upon Marcus.
Upon.
Actually, did that happen?
Huh?
Did that actually happen? I forgot.
I thought it was for you that they were going to give.
No, it was for you.
Oh.
To become a dragon slayer. I already have my official title. I'm the Death Destroyer.
Oh, well, that's what I thought we were getting.
Well, you can call yourselves whatever you want, he says.
No, but you specific. I asked you if you would be willing to do it as an official title because you're a town master. That holds some weight, and
I'll have a little something ready for the feast.
Okay, thank you. I would appreciate that.
I imagine an official title also includes some sort of plaque or statue or something to commemorate how great this group is.
Do you have some kind of a name that you go by? Like as a group, I mean?
The Marcus eye roll.
Not in game.
Okay. Well, maybe you think about it. You think about that, and I'll prepare a little something at the feast. I think is that sounds like that would be a good time for that. Formally
Sounds
recognize your accomplishments.
Aye.
So, go get settled, and we'll get that all figured out.
Town Master, where's the taxidermist?
Taxidermist. Barthen pretty much does all that's pretty much any odd job. We just give it to him.
Perfect.
Okay, so off you go. He's like, please get that thing out of here. Actually, it's really creepy.
I mean, there is something to tie the horses up right here.
Absolutely not. Can't have
I'm just
master's
messing
property.
with you. I'm
Okay,
just
good.
messing with you. We're gonna take it over to Barthen. Don't worry.
All right.
Good.
So we're taking that to Barth, and we also have to pay off our debt.
I mean, we are right here. We might as well go to Costa first. I mean, the horse could stay here while we're in there.
Oh boy. So is that the next move? You guys are going to the Lion Shield Coster?
Yeah, let's go to the Lion Shield Coster.
Okay.
Take care of
You gotta pay those debts.
Yup.
All right.
Daisy don't like having debts.
Nope.
It is basically just across the street, and you're able to park the horses. Tie them up, if you will. And
I give a little wave at Harbin as we're going into the Lion Shield and kind of point to the dragon head.
he just shakes his head as he sees him and his brother are walking back towards their home.
The dragon's eyes are following him as he moves.
Okay. All right, so we're going inside?
Yes.
All right. Lenine looks like she is just, working on one of the many sets of ripped up and battered hide armor. Trying to clean it up and make it, useful for sale. You walk in. Sleeves are all rolled up and everything. Looks like she's been applying some elbow grease. She goes up. Oh, it's very good to see you. So I heard Falcon told everybody that you killed the dragon.
Yes, we did.
Yep.
Yes. It was a difficult fight, but we came out victorious.
That's amazing. I've heard talk of having some kind of a feast tomorrow. Hopefully you're gonna stick around.
Yes, we'll most likely be there. Don't see any reason why we would leave prematurely.
Okay. Well, then did you want to keep those bracers? As she points or gestures to Daisy's bracers, or did you have to give them back?
We would like to keep them. And one by one, Daisy's gonna pull out one gold piece at a time. 1, 2, 3. For now, I'm kidding. We'll pay with platinum, if that's alright with you guys.
I accept all currency, so that's fine.
Okay, so it was 2,000 gold, right?
I thought it was it 4,500 total?
Oh, it was 4,000.
I thought it was 4,000 total.
I thought it was 40,000. No, I'm just kidding.
But we
He
paid
really doesn't want us to have
2,000.
those bracers.
We paid 2,000 up front, so we have
Mhm.
2,000 left.
Right.
Actually, let's just do it in gold, because we do... Then we just have 19 gold pieces left, so that's easy.
Got a ton of silver in there too, if I remember.
Yeah, we're
9,000.
gonna need to go to the exchange.
Could just pay it. And I'm right.
Alright. Is
Just saying.
that how the group wants to do it?
Whatever's easier.
Yeah, it doesn't really matter.
Okay.
It doesn't. You have your bag of holding.
She's getting gold pieces then.
All right. Excellent. Very good. Thank you. Hopefully they served you well. I'm sure they will in the future. They're very finely made.
Yes, I don't think we would have been able to defeat the dragon without them. So it's much appreciated.
Yes, well, of course. I really care about this town, so. And she kind of just gets back to working at the hide armor. Was there something else I could do for you?
No, I think I'm good. I'm sure I will. I'll see you later at the feast.
Oh yes, I will definitely be there.
And I'm gonna go ahead and start heading out the door.
Daisy will follow closely at his heels.
Yeah, I'll just say we'll see you at the feast, and I'll follow out as well.
Just nods.
Wink.
And at that point, she kind of just smiles. So there you go. Where do you guys want to go next?
I feel like we should go over to Barthen's and maybe drop this dragon head off and see if either he can do it or if he has to send it away to somebody to get it done.
Sure. So you're marching back up to Barthen's Provisions. I think we can do this now. And you march back through town. It seems like people have dispersed a bit as you guys have marched through the town square. And yeah, Anders, Thistle, and Barthen are inside. Barthen looks like he's working on some of the books that he's keeping, like the books. Anders and Thistle, they're just goofing off in there.
Hello, Barthen.
Ah, yes. You're back. Very impressive. Bully for you.
What for you?
Bully for you, son.
Yes, thank you. Yes, it was a hard-fought victory, but anything for the town. Barthen, I'm told you're the man in this town that can perform taxidermy or really anything. What do you think you could do with this? I'll show him the head.
You just want me to stuff it and prepare it as a trophy?
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely.
Perfect.
As Jake has no idea how long that's gonna take, I don't know what kind of timeline to give you. He says, consider it a gift. You've done a great service for this town.
Thank you.
I'll prepare that.
Whenever you're finished, just send, as long as it's okay with everybody, I'm just going to tell them to send it to the Winterburn lands on a cart, and I'll give them money for that.
Okay.
And I'll write a little note attached for it to go with.
Sure. I'll let you know when it's ready.
Thank you.
Assuming you're gonna stay in town, I know they were planning a big feast for you tomorrow.
Yes, definitely.
Excellent. Is there anything else I could do for you? Do you need some jerky or other supplies of some kind? What's that?
You make jerky?
I know where this is going, and I'm excited about it.
Can you make that out of any type of meat, or is it a specific type of meat?
He just kind of like almost scowls a little bit. He's like, you can do that to any kind of meat.
Great. Daisy's gonna pull out, I don't know, 10 pounds worth of the dragon meat. Can you jerky this for us?
Yes, I can.
How much would that cost?
10 pounds worth of meat?
Is that really in the book?
No, I'm just gonna look at what rations cost and try to figure something out.
Like that would be a very specific thing for the book to have.
We could,
a shopkeeper to jerky your meat.
1 day of rations is 2 pounds. That's 5 days of rations. Let's say 2 gold. Prepare
we
that
could let
for
him
you.
keep some of it too. I'm sure he's never.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. How about you just keep the amount that it would take to pay for it being jerkied?
You've got yourself a deal, he says.
Alright. Great. Daisy will shake his hand really sturdily.
Yeah, I mean, his hand is actually kind of big and meaty compared to your gnome hand. But nonetheless, you actually outgrip him. He's just
How does he react to that?
He just kind of goes, got quite the grip there.
So
it's good when a woman is strong.
I agree. Marcus Landor, what do we want to do with our other parts of the dragon? Do we want to sell them?
And at this
I feel
point,
like we need to go talk
at this
to Toblin.
point, while you're talking, Anders comes over and stands right next to Daisy and goes, yo, from the D to the A to the I to the S, why she's the gnome that you want as an ally, defending her friends and attacking her foes. She attacks with great fury, and that's how it goes down. And then Thistle's like, you always add an extra word. What's wrong with you? He's like, you stop at goes. And he's just like, he walks away. It's like, oh, man. He's like, and so Anderson's like, yo, but I heard you did a really good job killing that dragon, though. Love you guys. Have you guys ever thought about trying to like take it to the next level? Like maybe like marketing yourselves as like, you know, like, I don't know, like this big dragon slaying group and stuff like that? Like you could make a lot of money. Yo, I feel like I'm talking to like the dead here. Like, come on, man, you just did this like great thing.
We're trying to do that. That's why you know, doing what we can to let people know and get the word out there. And
Sure.
Anything you can do to spread the word is amazing, and that's kind of what I do is spread the word and tell people,
And Thistle,
and then we kind of also trying to show them too.
Yeah, Thistle's a little bit shorter, and he kind of comes up and he's just like, "Listen, if you need a marketing campaign manager, I'm your man."
What? How would we market ourselves?
It depends on what kind of image you want to have. You want to have strong. You want to be known as somebody that can rise to the occasion, no matter what it is. Do you have a name for your group?
Do we have a name for our group? What would we like the people to remember us as?
Is that direct?
He's just like looking at you guys like real expectantly.
That's to the two of you. Yeah.
I mean, is the name of our group not the Pumped Up Kids?
Well, we've never said it in game. It's only been. So this is your moment. Is what I'm saying.
Well, we're the
platter.
Pumped Up Kids.
Pumped Up Kids. I like it. Yeah, that'll work. And he just says, "Yeah, you're gonna be at the feast tomorrow. We'll have a nice marketing plan set out for you guys. You're gonna do great."
I'm gonna toss him a gold coin and say, "Make it happen."
Anders takes it. He goes, "Right now I am flush with gold."
Did Barthen watch all that go down?
Barthen, you could tell, looks like he's just grinding his teeth. His temples are like, he's like, "Have you guys finished cleaning up?" It's like, and he just looks and he goes, "I want to encourage their entrepreneurial spirit, but I just don't think they understand the real value of the silver." Nonetheless,
I mean,
they mean well. Well, at least Thistle does. Anders, I'm still trying to figure out.
Maybe this will give them a little bit of direction. Maybe if they actually have something that they're trying to work towards with a real goal in mind, it might help them out a little bit.
Okay.
Perhaps they could make alcohol.
He goes, "We have some moonshine. Did you want me to... I mean, I'm bringing some moonshine to the feast tomorrow."
What did they call it?
It's just Barthen's moonshine.
Oh, okay. All right.
They should call it the Winter Burn, and when you drink it, you can feel the winter burn.
That's kind of amazing, actually.
I was trying to set them up for steak juice, but that
It's called Viper Oil.
But Barthen would never call it snake juice. He would just be like, "This is Barthen's moonshine." Yeah, get the little pretty hat going. So, anyways, I'm sure you've got a lot of things to do. We'll have this taken care of as soon as we can. We'll get the process started on both the jerky and the dragon's head. You've done very well. Very proud to have met you.
We're proud to have helped out this community.
Indeed.
How's Vincent?
Vincent. He's a great ox.
Yes, indeed he is.
He's doing well, and he actually kind of just goes over to the window and he just kind of points in the field, and you just see him kind of grazing the grass and whatnot.
Doing oxen stuff.
Just oxen it up out there.
Marcus is going to look directly into the camera and say, "I get it now."
Let's go over to the inn and maybe see how much of this meat Toblin thinks he might need for the feast tomorrow.
Okay.
So now we only have 80 pounds.
You're not going to be able to feed everybody.
Yeah, I know.
It's going to be quite a bit. All right, so you go back to, or you go to the Stonehill Inn, and you easily find everybody in there doing their thing. It's pretty busy, not too crazy as far as like there's spots for you to sit, but people see you walk in. They kind of clap for you as you know, get in there, and they're excited that you've been there, and you know, they're just very, very happy that you've done your thing. And in fact, Falcon,
and I'm just kind of going around and shaking everybody's hand and just, you know, living it up.
Yeah. Oh no, they're very excited that you're in here, and you guys are really like superheroes right now.
And then go up to Toblin.
Sure. He wasn't actually at the bar, but you see another employee of his got him, and he comes out to see you. And he's got, you know, his like apron on, and he's, you know, sleeves are all rolled up. You see like flour marks on his shoulders and things like that, and he just is like, "Oh, you've made it back. We've been working hard to get some stuff ready for tomorrow. Hopefully you'll be able to stop by."
Oh, we definitely plan on it. We're gonna be here. We did bring back a good bit of prime dragon meat. I don't know if you might want to serve some up. You know, we've got a ton of it. We brought a ton back because we figured it could maybe help feed some people.
Yeah. What? Yes. Can I see it?
Of course. Daisy will just start pulling like chunks of
I meant he just is like, come on back in the kitchen.
whoa, okay.
All of it out.
Yeah. So actually, as you pull out the meat, it kind of is almost smelling a little spoiled.
No!
After one day? Not even?
Well, I mean, it's not like you guys had ice or anything like that. And it's kind of stinks a little bit. But at the same time, he says, "Listen, I have a relic that can take care of that." And he reaches underneath the desk. Sounds like he's, or not the desk, but in a cabinet, and you hear it sounds like pots and pans kind of clanging around. And he takes out what looks like a symbol of Pelor, and he just kind of holds it over the dragon meat, and there's like a soft glow. And let's have everybody roll a religion or arcana check.
Daisy was just gonna suggest cutting those pieces off.
That's a natural
Just
20.
cut it off and eat it.
That is a 21, a natural 19. Where were all these fantastic rolls?
Yeah.
We had 2 20s and a 19 so far today.
15.
Sure. Actually, all three of you recognize this as Purify Food and Drink. It's a relic that's
Nice.
You can see anything that's got any kind of issue going on there has been cleansed.
Toblin, you're the best.
He goes, "We've never had a sick customer yet, and I don't plan on it anytime soon."
It's a wise man.
I love that.
So he goes, "Yes," and you actually, when at this point too, like it smells so good in there. Like you could see, it looks like he's baking desserts. He's got, you know, a couple of ovens working. It just smells really good. You're a little like, nobody's got going on here, but. And he goes, "All right, I don't want to spoil much, but you know," he just says, "If let's get you out of here. Let's get you out of here. I want to surprise you tomorrow for the feast." And he just says, "All the drinks are on the house today. You've done quite a bit. And besides, I doubt anyone would let you pay for a drink or a meal right now. Anyways, as it is."
Now is Falcon in the inn?
Yes, actually, you did see him as you know, Toblin was pulling you into the kitchen. So as you go back into the tavern room, you see Falcon's kind of sitting at the bar with a glass of wine.
"Falcon, we did it!" And I go over to him, clap him on the back.
So you do that, and like it's at that point too, you realize like his shoulder is like bigger than your hand. You're like, dang. He just kind of looks and he goes, "Huh? Oh, Landor, how you doing?"
Doing fantastic.
Tales of your exploits. Well, I mean, you told me. But yes, everybody clearly knows I have a big mouth, apparently. And he just he goes over to the bartender, is like, they're like, yep.
We expected that and was hoping you would let everyone know, just so they could at least breathe easy and rest easy, you know. And
sure, and it's always a good excuse to celebrate. Am I right?
You are right.
You know, Falcon, I think your mouth is in perfect proportion to the rest of you.
Fair enough, Daisy.
She's got a way with words, am I
and
right?
Then he boops your nose, Daisy.
Daisy giggles and blushes.
And so he kind of just like looks at someone next to him and just like, hey, scram. Get up.
I'm gonna pull Landor aside.
And he actually picks up Daisy by like the arm like this and just kind of pops her up onto the stool next to him. At this point, the bartender comes over with your drinks. Go ahead.
I pull Landor aside and say, hey, do you still have that filter of love that I gave you after the fight? And I told you you could give it back to Adabra.
Yes, I do still have it.
Daisy, roll a perception check with disadvantage as it's a crowded room.
And
Should we give it to Falcon and make him look at Daisy?
I would. I feel like she would be upset.
oh my gosh. So first
I
of
feel
all,
like
that's free.
I feel like she would
You have no
only
idea what's
want. She would only want him to like her if he truly did.
True.
Because I think she actually kind of really likes him, not just as in like, oh, he's cute, kind of likes him.
Well, I don't really understand the whole filter of love and how it works or anything. But would it make him just love her, or would it make him be like realize, like be like, oh, maybe I do.
I think it's more of just like a charmed kind of love for temporarily.
Yeah, no, we're definitely not trying to root for him. Okay.
Exact. That's you know.
You can see all the comments in the comment section now.
As much as I feel like that probably would not be for the best.
Nope.
All right, so you finish. Marcus and Landor finish their side conversation, and Falcon and Daisy are just, they just clink their glasses, kind of a thing, and having a good time. Just like I said, it's not like packed full like a party, but it's definitely busy right now. Was there anything else you guys wanted to do with this evening?
No, I don't. How late is it?
Sun's probably maybe just set at this point. We went to a few shops. Yeah, dinner time.
I'm gonna go see if Adabra is if her shop is open, or unless she's like in the tavern already. But
She's not in the tavern, no.
okay. I'll be right back, guys.
Okay.
And I'm gonna go and see. I don't know if her shop is unlocked or still open.
Yeah, so you're able to go to where Adabra's shop is, and it looks like there's a candle just kind of lit, so there's somebody still inside. And it's open.
I want to go in and Adabra, we made it back.
And yeah, it looks like the bell rings as you open the door, and she comes back out from the back room. She goes, "Oh, so good to see you, Landor."
Good to see you as well. I wanted to let you know we made it back safe, and just that we got back to town this evening. And
yes, I did hear Falcon said that you had defeated the dragon. This is amazing news.
And thank you so much for the potions. We literally could not have done it without them. Like they saved our lives.
That's
know.
great. I'm happy to have been able to help.
We didn't use the filter of love. I was hoping to keep it, but I did bring you, and I give her 5 pounds of dragon scales. I did bring some dragon scales for you, and
Sure.
was figured that maybe I could repay you and just kind of as a, I mean, I don't know the exact worth of them, but I figure this would more than cover the cost of the filter of love potion and just as a thank you for helping us out this entire time that we've been here.
I have a quick question.
Mm-hmm.
Was there any other part of the dragon that she could have used that Lander might have wanted to bring? I don't know if he's just bringing those as payment.
I kind of forget all the items I told you. I know there was like spines. I think you mentioned getting claws too, if I'm not mistaken.
We did get 8 claws also.
Yeah.
The claws, scales, spines, and bones.
Yeah. I mean, I think maybe claws might be something. I would assume that if I'm guessing he swiped the bag of holding from you before he left the tavern.
Either that or I had just kept some of the scales whenever after I was descaling, just planning on giving it to her.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, she says she's looking at. So do you take out all the dragon bits, or just the scales?
Just the scales for now. Okay. I mean, honestly, this is more of just to kind of like as an appreciation for her giving that stuff to us.
Yeah.
Like not making us charge it. And the fact that I knew that she had mentioned these, and just kind of as like a thank you. If and when we want to sell the rest of this stuff, we can do that as a transaction. I wasn't really kind of looking for monetary transactions in this.
Yeah, so she says, this is fantastic. I've never worked with dragon scales before. I know a lot of armorers might use it to help make protective armor, but I could also use this for some form of potion making.
I know you had mentioned it. If there's, I know we do have some other stuff, from the dragon that we might, be able to bring back later. I just thought it was a special thank you for helping us out, and the amount of potions. I mean, I know that we bought some, but just giving us them, I mean, that was amazing. So
yes, well, between saving my life with the manticore and the town here, and I mean, she kind of just shrugs a little sheepishly,
I know there's going to be a feast. I know they're planning a feast tomorrow night. I hope you're going to be there and come out.
She says, I will.
Would be nice. All right.
She's like, I'll probably be a little more put together, but yes.
No worries. I'm going to go ahead and head back to the tavern and get a good night's rest. It was a long day.
I would imagine so. Thank you, Lando.
I'll go ahead and leave.
Sure.
And head back to the tavern.
Absolutely. Was there anything else you wanted to do with the evening?
That was the only other thing I do.
Anyone else? Okay. All right, so the evening is just fun. I mean, it's really very informal. There's just silliness. People want to hear the tale. I'm sure Landor recants a story or two from it. And, everybody's just kind of eating it up. And actually roll a performance check just for fun. Natural 1? Is it?
Natural 1, yes. It's a natural 1.
Yeah,
I did not have the story well prepared, I guess.
Yeah.
Or you got a little too tipsy.
Yeah, we're gonna say you were a little drunk.
Because everybody kept feeding me drinks and just...
Yes.
I was hammered.
Actually, yeah, you get about halfway through it and you're just kind of like... kind of...
Like a cryo vein.
Zooming in the Hellfeld.
There's ice everywhere.
There.
Yeah, there's ice. Oh my god.
Yeah, it's just done.
I slept.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah.
If I was still there and I saw Landor like that, I would help him to his room.
Definitely. Easy enough to do. He is not a heavy man. And yeah, if you want, we could go to the next day.
I'm good with that.
Was there anything else you wanted to do before the feast?
Not me. I don't know. You know, I'm not going to speak for anybody else, but.
Yeah, I don't really have anything. Okay.
So the next day, it gets to be about like 1:30, and like people are just like crowding into Stonehill Inn, like crowding into it. Everybody's excited about what you guys have done. It's like, you know, Toblin is like setting up this like massive buffet that everybody, it's actually like the smell is divine. You guys are the ale, the wine, there's even moonshine there from Barthen for anyone that's interested. There's even a cask of something you haven't heard of before called root beer. It seems like there's just everybody's kind of milling about. And before the feast begins, Harbin kind of gets up on to like the stage where normally Landor plays when he's doing his thing, and he just says, "All right, you guys, come on up here, come on." I'm talking about you three. He gestures to you guys, assuming you follow and go up to the stage. And he's like, "Well, everybody here, you know that there was a dragon, and these fine folk killed him. And that's why we're here. So, you know, this is Landor. He's the Death Destroyer, is what I've heard, right? And, you know, so, Daisy, you're like the gnomish fury. What do they call you?
The Butcher.
The Butcher, that's right. And then he just points up and he goes, "And this strapping young man up here, and, you're Sir Marcus Winterburn, Dragon Slayer." "That's all right. That's it. Everybody eat. Everybody eat." And he's like waving his hands, like,
"Where's the plaque?"
He goes, "Oh, Barthen's gonna make that. Don't you worry." And at that point, you see a very thickly mustached man walk in with a commemorative plaque, and he hands it to you, and it says, "You killed the dragon." It has all of your names on it with with like the different your names and everything on the flag. It's actually really great craftsmanship. It's just not much pomp and circumstance in the wording.
It makes me think of the Office when they do the birthday party, and it's just birthday. Like, "It is your birthday," like, "You killed the dragon."
Yeah.
I want to make that and hang it on my wall now.
And you need to put your dice in it.
Yes.
That's your 20.
At that point, Anders comes up, he puts his arm around Marcus. He's like, "Yo, you're really big and shiny." His armor's so shiny, he has a great pull. When you step into his range, you're gonna get a new hole. So baddies, watch out, cause he's coming for you. You can't run, you can't hide, if you only knew that. And then Thistle just like smacks him in the back of the head. He's like, "Why do you keep adding the extra syllable?" Oh, he's like, I don't know. I don't know. I keep doing it. I'm sorry.
I kind of like motion to Anders, and I slip him silver, and I say, "Good job."
He's like, "Well, I'm working on. Thank you." And so at this point, you see Toblin kind of goes over by the buffet table, and he's like, Listen, everybody, listen up. We've got the first course is now served over here," and he gestures to this like giant pot. He's like, "We have some split pea soup. There's chunks of ham in there, and there's also a spinach salad with pear slices, candied almonds, and honey vinaigrette." He goes, "Just go ahead and help yourself, and we'll get the second course ready." And yeah, so go ahead. And then he just kind of hurries back into the kitchen, and there's, you know, plates and stuff there for everybody to take and mill about.
Now I'm actually hungry.
Oh, we're just getting started. And so as that's going on, Adabra goes over to Landor. Just kind of like elbows you, kind of awkwardly.
Hey.
Yeah. Well, this looks like this is gonna be some nice food here.
I would love it if you sat with me while we ate. That would be amazing.
Yes, I think I'd like that very much. And then Anders comes over at this point, and he goes next to Landor.
Oh no.
And he's like, hey, what can we say? He's a heck of a bard. He inspires his friends wherever they are. He knows lots of spells, and he casts them so well. He does it all so his enemies fell down. And he's like, so close. And Thistle just shaking his head. He's like, come on, man. He goes, you get the idea. He's great. He's great. He's great.
I give him a high five.
He's like, okay. And he just like walks away. For some reason, his hair seems like even like poofier than normal. Yeah. So you guys get your soup and your salad. Head on over. Lenine comes over to say hello to Marcus, and says, "Oh yes, this looks like it should be some very nice food here, wouldn't you say, Sir Marcus? House Winterburn."
Yes, it looks delicious. I was wondering when you would join us.
Yes, I'm here now. You gonna try the soup?
Yes.
Okay. Good. So will I. And she just picks up a bowl and ladles her soup in there and gets some salad.
Sure. Would you like to join us at the table?
Sure. That sounds nice.
Lovely.
Mm-hmm. And at that point, Falcon's just bigger than everybody. Kind of is like just standing over the table a little bit, like, ooh, all right. And I'm sure there's gonna be more than just soup and salad. It just looks down and says, "Oh, hey, Daisy." How's it going?
Falcon, can you help? I can't reach.
Yes. And he just kind of picks you up. He's kind of just like holding you there. He's like, "What do you need?" You
I just ladle in my soup and pick some leaves.
Yeah, there you go. Absolutely. And he just gets his food and he goes, "Where are you sitting? I'm gonna sit there too."
Over this way. I'll follow.
Sure.
I'll follow the guys over to the table.
Mm-hmm. And there's like a kind of a main banquet table where you're all there, and Arbit and Tybor are seem to be arguing over who should sit at the head, but it's Arbit. You guys are just hanging out, having a good time. The second course comes out, and it is venison tenderloin and a blackberry sauce. Wild boar sliders with a classic spicy barbecue sauce, as well as a mushroom shallot risotto with chives. The food is quite good. Good.
I'm very curious.
Some could even say this is exquisite.
I did write these meals, yes.
Oh, man.
Those sliders are good.
And after a little more time goes, the main course comes out, and it's roast dragon that's been marinated in a simple butter, garlic, onion brine, served with asparagus, baked potatoes with chives, bacon, and sour cream. It is also quite delicious, and you see Barthen seems to have saved himself solely for this course, as he is just piling on the dragon. He just goes, "I've been fasting all day when I heard you brought dragon meat. This is amazing."
What's even more amazing is that we got lucky in a person who actually knows how to properly prepare it.
Oh, Toblin's the best. So yes, like I said, the food is quite good. For dessert, there are fig tarts, raspberry caramel cheesecake, and strawberry lemon squares. as well as an assortment of tea and coffee. And at this point, it's getting past dinner time. I mean, you've been just eating and drinking all day. I mean, this is like Thanksgiving. You know, this is the party is in full swing.
I feel like we should play games.
Well, there's two things I want to do. I want to have a tart, and I want to walk up to Tybor and just be like, Harbin, that was a great speech. Shake his hand.
Tybor shakes your hand, looks up at you, and just goes, I know you know I'm Tybor. We traveled together for days. Nobody could confuse the two of us.
And I just kind of like quietly whisper to him, like, yeah, but it drives Harbin crazy.
Oh, that's a good point. I'll play along. Sorry.
And then I just kind of want to say, and I, you know, I know that this feast is in our honor, but I want to give a great thanks to this community, and hold up my mug.
He goes, do you want everyone's attention to make a speech?
Not a speech, just a little, yeah, sure.
Okay, so he just starts clink, 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 clink. And everybody, quiets down, and you have the floor.
I just want to thank everybody here, and that this is such a wonderful community, and we're so happy to do everything that we can for each and every one of you guys here. And we appreciate all of you, and for all of the support that we have gotten from you, from the different help and advice and goods, and just, you know, making sure that we were well prepared for anything that came our way. And we appreciate that. Thank you. And then hold up my drink.
And everybody goes, yeah! Slams
And
their
now
hand.
it's time to party!
Absolutely. Was there anything else that you'd like to do with your feasting times? And with that, the pumped up kids and the people of Phandalin enjoy their feast and into the wee hours of the night. And until next time, on behalf of everyone at JNJtabletop and this group here, we'd like to wish you guys well. So thank you very much, so much for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed
Thank everyone.
this adventure as much as we enjoyed making it. This was so much fun. And this is only part 1, so there'll be some more adventures with the pumped up kids.
And thank you, Jake, for
Yes, seriously. Like, just for everyone else, this was my first game ever, and I couldn't have asked for a better DM and group period to share this with.
Well, it was a pleasure to do it. I felt like I learned a lot from I normally am not someone who's into preset adventures. I normally like to do my own thing, and eventually we'll have those as well. But as this adventure went on, I kind of found little ways to kind of make it feel like my own. So this is easily one of the, if not the best DMing experiences I've ever had. So kudos to you. DM and the players are only as good as each other. But here. Another not so subtle reminder. Coffee for you. This mug helps end hunger, so go ahead and check them out.
Yeah.
Until next time, everybody. Take care.
Take care.